Testing, testing. Good morning, good evening. I hope you're doing good. Thank you for joining me, everyone, and welcome to a new live stream. I'm working on version 1.1 of AEC Interactive, where I think work never finishes. There is always something to do. But what I'm doing specifically is fixing some architectural elements, adding some furniture, because when we released the template last week, it does not have furniture. So if we take a look now, we made these pieces of furniture. So it would be nice to fill up the space with furniture and things that we can interact with. So that's what I am doing. I'm filling up the space with furniture and whatnot. I've added some spotlights. So before I didn't have any spotlights, I added these, and yeah, I thought I would do a live stream where we can work together. I can show you behind the scenes, how is it going, answer any questions you have, and just work. So welcome to a new chill live stream, and I hope you are having a lovely day, or you had a lovely day if it's evening. I can see that there is Sam here in the chat. Ayo, my man, good morning. And we have Scrappy 24/7. Maybe good morning, maybe good evening, but thank you for joining me, guys. As always, if you can hear me well, please let me know in the chat, because I cannot hear myself. But if anything is wrong with the sound, let me know. I can fix it. But I hope, and I think by looking at the audio mixer stats, I think it's fine. So we should be fine. All right. Hopefully we're fine. Okay, so to get back to where I was doing some testing. So I need to delete these objects because I want to export them again. I have two faucets, because we have the ability to change furniture. And actually, before I go, perhaps a quick little announcement. Let me just quickly open YouTube and let's search for the new channel. Since I released the template, we've also made a new dedicated channel for the template where I've created lessons that are specifically designed for the template. And because I don't want to bombard you guys with every single lesson about the template, so here on this new channel, I uploaded 29 videos. Yeah, 29 videos focused on the template. So if you bought the template, you can watch the lessons on the Academy, or you can watch them on YouTube. If you still didn't buy the template, you're thinking about it, you can check out this channel. So it's youtube.com/AEC Interactive, or just search for AEC Interactive. And you can check out the walkthroughs, the lessons. There are also some Unreal Engine tips there to make the decision if you want to buy the template. The template is available on our Academy and on Fab, so you can find it on Fab and you can find it on the Academy. Here you can read about it, you can see the trailer, you can see the lesson, the documentation, you can download the demo and so on. And here on the Academy, you can even learn more about it, what it does, because we have more space to write. And heads up, the price is going up on the Academy in 4 days to match the price on Fab. So right now on the Academy, it's $100 cheaper on the Academy if you want to get it. The main difference, you will download it from our servers, not from Epic servers. But if you get it from Fab, you have the convenience of downloading things from Fab. So that should be very easy for you. So yeah, that's 14 months of work, and we're still not done. So I have updates for future versions, and in this current version that I'm working on, I have some few quality of life features, and I really want also to demonstrate the power of the template by populating the interior of the building. And slowly but surely, we are creating a beautiful sample project that will come with the template. So I will change these parks, for example. So step by step, one by one. Right now we want to start with the interiors. And yeah, welcome to the stream, everyone. And that was the quick little announcement I have. That we have a new channel that you can check out. Actually, I can also send you that in the chat and pin it. And here we go. Here's a pin. All right. Sam, it's good to see you, brother. Scrappy, you are here for the templates. Welcome, Scrappy. Did you get the template or you're still thinking about it? Okay. As we chat and as we progress, let's edit what we're doing here. Okay, so I need to give little tip to my 3D artist about this chair and any other elements. These are fine. This is fine. Okay. So to tell you a bit about the process, what I'm doing here in every project, when I'm working on a project, I don't assign its final materials immediately. We take it step by step. I assign this little material here and I do the same for the meshes. These meshes are not fully finished yet, but I like to import them, place them to get feeling for the space, and that's what I'm doing here. So I want also to populate the rest of the apartments with the furniture I have here, and I have multiple types of furniture, so later I can simply get the furniture asset that I want to get. So let's say this one, for example, or not this one, let's say this one. Once I get my new assets, I can right click any asset and replace selected actor with and select the actor, like so that will be very easy. And also I would take this as a chance to organize my folders and my structures and so on. So right now, if we take a look at spotlights, we have floor 15, spotlights, hallway. Yeah, I was working on the lights before I do the live stream, so let's continue working on the lights. Now let me show you also a very cool trick. So these here, before they were just cylinders, they were not spotlights, and let's imagine they are still cylinders or spotlights. So let's start by placing the lights in our project here. And what I have here is this temporarily data.meth file. I call it temp spotlight, and here sm placeholder spotlight hallway. So it's for me stands for placeholder. And what I want to do, actually I would like to change the name placeholder because these are not placeholders anymore. So what I can do is either quickly go back here. Yeah, that will take some work in the renamer here, so I can do that later in actually I can do it real quick here. Let's see if the name tool suggests. Yeah, it does. Perfect. So I will rename these in Max and I will rename them in Unreal just to show you cool plugin in Unreal Engine. I will remove the first 4 letters like so, and I will add SM back again because I don't want for PH placeholder to stay. So I removed the first 4, my bad. We need to remove the first 5. Also, there we go. So you can do that in your Max, Blender and so on, and you can also do that in Unreal Engine. So in Unreal Engine, if you want to rename quickly some actors in your world outliner or in your content browser, you would go to Edit, Plugins, and here you would type rename, and you will find auto renamer or batch renamer or advanced renamer. They change its name multiple times. You will find renamer though by Epic. Enable it, restart the engine, and right click and select your assets. Let's go to Edit and Ctrl-Shift-R. Would this work? So let's try Ctrl-Shift. Yeah, it does. So rename actors. Ctrl-Shift-R is the shortcut for that. And you can also remove the first few letters if you want. So right now, let's remove from the prefix, not the suffix. We want to remove the first 5 characters, like so. And I want to add back static mesh, click apply, and that will quickly rename everything I have here. Very fast. If you're renaming your assets manually, stop doing that, use this plugin instead. I will read the chat as we are working together. Now what I wanted to do is to move this folder here, and here Scrappy, the idea of the template is to make the walkthrough more interactive, right? Yes, Scrappy, I can take you through a very quick walkthrough together now. It's about yes, it's not to make it more interactive, it's to bring any project to make it interactive, almost every aspect of it, as fast as possible. So when I made this template, the problem I want to solve, I want to have the ability to make projects interactive as fast as possible without spending too much time working on meshes or preparing the project in a certain way and so on. Of course, there are things that we may need to prepare in certain ways, but I'm doing optimizations as we go. And yeah, the goal is to make interactive projects that look nice, professional, as fast as possible, and fast is like the focus point here. Omar, Habibi, it's good to see you, man. Yes, it's been a while. Thank you, and thank you for joining. Blindify 8000, I remember you from the last stream. Good morning or good evening. I hope you're doing good, and thank you for jumping in the chat. Sam, my man. Love advanced renamer, took them long enough. Lemao, yes, it took them long enough. But we have it. I have another cool plugin that I want to talk about, but spoiler alert, is called Matte Utilities. It's from the people at Unreal Bucket. This is an amazing plugin. It's also free. I will showcase it to you in a moment, Sam. I wish we had this on our past projects in the past, man, but it's such a beautiful plugin. It's called Material Utilities. You can find it. And today I actually recorded a short video about it, and I will upload it on the channel soon, but we can show it here. Now, Scrappy, let me show you real quick what we were talking about, the interactive template. So first, you can download the demo. In the Academy page, you can find a demo, and also on the Fab page, you can download the demo. But let's quickly together go through the template. So the first thing you would see when you get the template or when you add it to your projects, you will create a main level. And by main level, I love to showcase the project in a nice way, something like this, or some sort of gallery. So I still have ideas on how we can design even nicer main menu level. So this is initially what I thought, and later I would like to add the floors and some buildings, but keep the focus on the main building. So I always want to present the main building in the most cool way possible. And when we click on start, we have a little cinematic, a level sequence that you can easily change, and it will simply play the sequence here. Sorry. And you also notice that this main menu opened, it has like cool animation, and you have this hover animation that you can enable or disable on any button. So this hover animation here, let's say you don't want it. So what I'm also trying to do is to add ability to customize the template as we go. Like with future updates, I will make it really easy to customize the template so it can reflect your company, your brand, your studio, and so on. So let's say, for example, you don't like the animation on the buttons, you don't want like the buttons to hover like that scale animation. You can open the main menu and you can just select the buttons and you can set this here, play scale animation on hovered. You can disable it, and now when we click on start, that hover animation will not play anymore. Well, I didn't select this, but the rest of the buttons, it's not working. So let's also click on exit, disable this, and let's click on play. And here you can see all the settings that you can customize. You can customize the color, the size, the edge, the icon, and so on, the font type and whatnot. And now the hover animation is not playing. So you can open a gallery. So this is a gallery you can set from a data table, very easy to set up. You can learn more about the controls and whatnot, and of course about. So if I click load on the project or load the project, this will load from the perspective we have selected. And I think for some reason I have the drone mode selected as the first load. That's fine. But you can set it to the first person or the third person or the top down or the drone. So we have 4 view modes that you can start from. And in this scenario, we have the drone. So let's say we want to explore the project from the first person perspective. We can now walk around, you can move faster and whatnot, you can zoom in, zoom out. All that is set up out of the box, and all these modes and the animation in between them, it's also set out of the box. So the moment you import the template, you put the pawns, you have all of this working for you. Now, if you want to teleport around, there are actors that you can place around your project. So you just sprinkle them like this, and you give them a name, you give them a list, and that's also super easy to set up. And when you click, you will simply teleport like so. And at any time you can press on M or click here on minimap to open a minimap, and the minimap will it's also easy to set up. It's multi-floor, multi-building. You can rotate it, you can do whatever you want, and it just works. So the minimap, actually one of the systems that took me the longest to develop, but it's worth it. So if you are outside the bounds, if there is no minimap, we would not see the minimap. Once we enter the part of the building where there is a minimap, you can see the minimap. And in the future, of course, I will add these here to the minimap and whatnot, but now the minimap is just for the building, as you can see here. So that's regarding teleportation and minimap. Now we also have customize. So in the customize, we have multiple customization modes. We have one for the building itself, for architectural elements, and this is pretty easy to set up as well. And we have another for the furniture and materials, and furniture and their materials, and that's why I'm adding the furniture now to the building, because I want to add the rest of the customization options to the demonstration level. Right now we have them in the gallery, but I want them in the demonstration level. And in future updates, of course, I would like to change this grid to something that's more realistic, but step by step. So that's regarding customization. We have also ability to change time of day. And right now we are using the sun and sky actor, but I also want to make lessons on the channel to how to integrate this with ultra dynamic sky, because it's always something people are asking for, and I personally would ask for that, but I cannot sell a template with ultra dynamic sky because it's not my plugin, so I must sell it with the sun and sky, and then we can make some lessons. We also have something called lighting mode, and this is the baby steps for stylized rendering. So here, if I want to show you, there is a post-process material that I made recently. So let's say PPV or I forgot how they start. There's so many materials. So materials, outline, so the lighting clay. So this is a post-process material that I recently made that basically show us the project in near lighting mode. So that's what lighting mode is. Screenshot will take screenshot of the project, and you can set the folder, set the name, set the quality, and so on. Cinematic mode is a mode that I like because you can change time of day, and in the future I want to add the ability to customize and do different things while we are in the cinematic. So I love the idea of interactive cinematics and so on. So we have unit inventory. So this is pretty self-explanatory. You can set a slider, the budgets, you can set how many bedrooms you want to see. So here we have 38. If we want to see houses that are just furnitured, if you want to see houses that are just available, and so on. So this is very similar to Archviz Explorer. We have a filter menu, inventory, and you can click on any house, you can click section view, you can click on explore, so you can enter a mode we call explore, and you can go out and so on. We also have amenities. So when you click on amenities, you can find the amenities within a project, and it will populate these dynamic menus. So all these menus are scalable and dynamic. You don't need to set them manually. You would simply set the amenity, set its type, and it will create the menu for you. Same for surroundings. So all these menus here are dynamic, scalable. And the more menus you add, if you are out of space, it will create this slider for you, so you can have more options to work with. We also have Compass, we also have Gallery, we talked about the minimap, and maybe there are more things that I forgot to mention, but this is basically what we have, and it can be done on any project in under a day. So that's like my main focus. I want to have the ability to make projects really easy to be interactive as fast as possible without spending days or weeks or even months. So that's the goal. Now I would like to restore the scale animation, the like hover animation on the buttons. So let's do that real quick together. Let me compile and save, and let me close these so we can continue working. We will, next step, to remind myself, I want to work on the lights. I want to show you guys a cool trick, but before I do, let's read the chat real quick together and we can continue working on the project. Blindify 5.7 has battery name. Yes, it has different name in 5.7 and 5.6 too. They call it battery renamer. In 5.4, I think they call it advanced renamer. Yes, they do. Philip, hello, first time here, baby steps. Welcome, Philip. If you are also very new to Unreal Engine, Philip, we have a free Unreal Engine course that you can check out on the channel. And for anyone who is actually new, it's been actually a year, guys, since we released that course. Time goes so fast. So Philip, this is 10 hours of Unreal Engine training, massive tips and tricks and anything you want to get started with Unreal Engine. So welcome to the channel, welcome to the live stream, and I hope you find this useful as well. If you are new with Unreal Engine, I highly recommend taking the course. Looking it up now, the material utilities. Andy, hello Andy. I had to watch your cesium course, it really helped a lot. Thank you so much, we just talked about it. Thank you, Andy. Tooth and Robert, hello. Can you tell me what features make you choose 3ds Max instead of other softwares like Blender? Thank you. None, Tooth. It's just the inertia at this point. Actually, I have Blender here and I'm learning Blender, but it's just the muscle memory and whatnot. So I need to specify even more time for Blender to learn it, but honestly, none, except for data math. And even data math recently started giving me some really annoying bugs. So I prefer to use the JLTF and USD pipeline instead of data math, or make even my own plugin just to make my life easier, but none. I would, if I could go back in time, and if when I go back in time we have Blender 2.8, not the earlier Blender, I would definitely choose Blender. So from my experience, of course, like I think Blender is getting better and better in handling large scale scenes, but 3ds Max never failed me in large scale projects, large scale scenes. We had projects with millions and millions and millions of polygons, like 20, 30, 40 million polygons. Max was always fine. And I had issues with Blender where I cannot work with the same heavy scenes, but I may need to test this because it's been a couple of years now. However, the main advantage I would say is in general in architecture, when you're working with large scale projects and you're working with architectural studios, they are all still using 3ds Max because it's under the Autodesk umbrella. And data math for 3ds Max is really, really important. It makes exporting things to Unreal Engine so easy. So these are the main two features. Is one, other big studios are still using it and we have to use it. Two, data math. Three, because of the energy effect, and I'm chicken nugget, I must jump to Blender and adopt, like become, how can I explain it? Join the future. I don't know how to say it exactly, but maybe chat, you can help me here. So good question, my man, and I hope the answer is convincing 50%. Yes, you said it, Sam, data math. And when it comes to collaboration, as I mentioned, like many studios are still using Max and Autodesk Suite, so we must adapt. But Blender all the way. USD stage gets better over time. We need to make noise about the USD file format, Sam. NVIDIA is supporting that a lot, but with Epic still taking some time, so we need to make noise. Sorry. Cinematic view is the best. Yes, I love it. I love to have the ability to control the project with cinematic views. Andy, can we add VR interactive in this project and perform some climate simulations? Now, VR, of course, you need some blueprint knowledge, so we can, of course, add VR. Is it supported within my template? No, not yet. For future, I'm thinking either to add VR as an update, essential controls, or make it its own template. Right now, I have no like concrete plan because I need to do the research and see how I will translate the features I have to VR. Now, you can add VR to any template, to any project. It's already there from Unreal Engine themselves. You can start a new VR project. Now, you said climate simulations. I'm not sure about that, but what you can do recently, like, how can I say it? You may need to do the simulations outside and then visualize the simulations in Unreal Engine. That's 100% possible, but climate simulations in Unreal, I'm not sure you can do that. So you need some sort of specialized software, I think, to do the simulations, and then you can export the simulations for visualization in Unreal. A while ago, a few months ago, I saw a test on LinkedIn somewhere, and it was a guy that I love his work, but I forgot the name, who's using ultra dynamic sky and cesium and some weather APIs, and based on where you are, let's say if you are in a city and it's raining, then ultra dynamic sky would start to rain. If it's snowing, you would see snow. If it's nice and clear day like so, you would see nice and clear day like so, and so on. So if you want to go that route, Andy, what I do recommend learning is learning Blueprint and learning how to visualize data. And with that, you may need to learn how you can make Unreal talk with the internet. So that's basically REST, HTTP requests, and what else? Maybe some C++ as well, if you want to create your own APIs, if you will, or like methods to talk with data and visualize it. So that's my 2 cents on this. Question: triplanar mapping, is it very expensive to integrate? So it is expensive, Blindify, triplanar mapping. When you are at the start of the project, you don't have time to UV map every single time you import. You can use it. However, for like optimized experiences or near the end of a specific project, when everything is mapped correctly, I would recommend turning off triplanar mapping. And one of the best ways to do it is to simply replace the master material that is using triplanar mapping with either a tool you've created or this nice tool here. So imagine you have many objects using triplanar master material. I will show you now this tool. So this tool, let me quickly find it. Material utilities, Unreal Engine. It's by Unreal Bucket, as I mentioned. Okay. Let me quickly find it on Fab. On Fab, if you search for UB tools, you will find it. It's free for individual license. So UB tools, material utilities, Unreal Bucket, amazing people. So get it. And what this allows you to do in a nutshell, when you have object like this or many objects. So I will show you where is the superpower in this in a moment. So this bed here, if I want to assign on all these assets a material, so all these guys here, I would first add the material slot, and let's say I want to assign this material here. So I would assign it, okay? And I would select the elements that I want to assign the material on, and I would simply just click assign. Done. Amazing. So if you have elements with multiple material IDs, like I have here, then you would set element 0, and then element 1, element 2, and so on. So you can add as many elements, and then simply what you need to do is to select your material, your objects from the word outliner, and you're done. So again, let me quickly do that. Here I have my data.math file. I will click on my filters, select all these static meshes, and I will assign the material on all these. Click assign, give it a second. It assigned everything on material ID 1. Let's say I want to assign objects on material ID 2. So what I would do then, I would click to find a different material, assign it like so, and click on my static meshes here. So I'm gonna click on the static mesh and click on assign, and here now this will assign material ID 2. Now of course I have 3 and 4 and so on, and you can imagine. So here it seems I didn't select the objects. Yes, I did not. So let me quickly do that. Let's say the living room and this. Let's select all these objects, click assign, and it will assign. So if you have many objects with cloth or with metal or with glass and so on, so this is amazing tool for this. Now, where it's also amazing, so this is one of the bugs in data.math. I'm not really sure, but sometimes data.math wants to mess with your mind. It wants to drive you crazy. So instead of exporting an object that you can select from normally like we do, and you will see the material ID from here, sometimes it would export an object. So let me quickly find one that is wrapped by an actor like so. So here I have this door, for example. And as you can see, if I click on this wall, you can find the material ID for it. But if I click on this door, there is no material ID. So what you need to do, and of course, here's the funny part, you cannot press Ctrl B to locate it. You cannot, I'm about to say bad words here, but you need to click here, okay? And you need to assign the material from here. And then you need to do this for every fucking door in your level. This used to drive me crazy. And like the problem with this, if it's not a material, like this happens only for instances. And instances are very important because, let me show you. This is a project here, it's 30 megabyte, okay, 30 megabyte, the same building because everything is instanced. And this is the same project, but nothing is instant, everything is unique, and it's 600 megabytes. So that's like what, 20 times bigger? So when you instance many objects, for some reason, if you have some objects rotated or whatever, they will look like this. And that used to drive me crazy in old projects, 100% crazy. So I used to go through every single object like this, or select all of them and replace them. And that's again like too much work. Now, I know they all have the same mesh, which is this mesh, okay? And I would go here, I would select my meshes, I would open this nice little tool, and I click set my materials and click assign. Done. Easy. So yeah. This here, material utilities, is absolutely amazing. I highly recommend start using that. So when you download it, you will find it in Fab. Once you do, go to plugins and then type material, or it was Mat Utilis. Yes, Mat Utilis. Enable it, restart the engine, and enjoy. This will save you so much time, because it saved me so much time. And I have other examples in the building here. I'm not sure which one of these railings or the doors here for the window frames. They are around the project, they are scattered, and what sucks, they are random. So thank you, DataSmith. -1 point. So yes, let's go back to chat and let's continue what we are talking about. So yes, blind. Let's say you're working with your tri-planar material, and once you're done, you can use such a tool to replace all objects that is using that material with ease, like so. Easy peasy. That's one way to do it. Yamir, hello. Welcome to the channel. You're new here. So you started working as a junior VR Archviz developer with Unreal Engine, and this popped on your YouTube. Do you also do VR videos? I have plans for VR for 2026, but I don't do VR videos for now. So good luck with your new role, and I hope to see you around. And we have plans for VR for 2026. Take it step by step. Right now, to give you a little background, Yamir, I'm working here on my Unreal Engine template, which is not VR, and it will take me a few months to finalize everything, all the features that people are asking, some touch inputs and so on. And after I finish this, I will look in VR, and there is something else I forgot, but we will see who comes first. So what you can find on this channel is everything related to architecture and Unreal Engine in general. Sometimes I talk about Twinmotion, and I generally talk about workflows and so on, and cinematics, all that stuff. So recently I started doing more blueprint lessons, friendly beginner lessons, and I have a plan to finalize the user interface lessons that I'm working on. So yeah, you can translate some of the knowledge I'm making for VR, but particular VR stuff, no, not yet. We do in the studio at the company, we have VR projects, but it's just so much work. So making VR videos is really hard. But I have plans. And it's a pleasure to have you, Yamir. Welcome. Is it possible to have that smooth walkthrough in first-person mode with Oculus Quest 3? Scrappy, no. Right now, I don't plan on supporting VR. I have plans for the future, for the next year, to create either a new completely template for Oculus Quest and other VR headsets, or having this as an update. But I think the first one is the safer route. So that's a plan for the future. Right now, this template does not support VR. Now, if you're asking if you can have a smooth walkthrough in general in Oculus, yes, you can, of course. Sam, my man. Yeah, let's make the noise about USD file format. I've been experimenting with live updating data tables via CSV through Python with great success. Another option for pulling live weather data. Nice. Python is one of the ways as well. If you don't want to learn Java, Python would work with Flask. And I'm also planning on connecting Google Documents to Unreal. I'm looking into methods, but that's one future update I'm working on. Yeah, man, I know. So much easier. God bless Unreal Bucket, guys, with this amazing plugin. I love these guys. DS Hero, my man. Is there any team of your company to join and learn Unreal from you? I didn't understand. There any team? DS, you can contact us on the academy if you're looking for individual training or team training. If you go to VR Division Academy, in the contact page, you can tell us about what best describes you. Freelancer, small studio, large studio. Tell us what you want to learn, what your team, what your industry from, and so on. And we can do something for you. So my team will reach out once you tell us more about you, and we will see if we can do something. And thank you for joining the live stream, DS. My man. A lot of my fellows want to work on Unreal Archviz. So what do you suggest for us? DS, what I suggest is, of course, learning Unreal. It's a great tool, and the future is still relevant. It's real time. And learn how to show your work in the process. So that's also very important. As you are learning, create network, find like-minded people, share your work online, and you will 100% find people who are interested in your work and in working with you. So take it from there and do projects that you find interesting, because when you get clients and you get projects, it will be happier times to work on projects that you find interesting. Yes, maybe happier times. It will be easier. You can spend more time working on projects that you love and find interesting compared to different type of projects. So I hope this gives you some direction, brother. And Scrappy, my man. Sam. Let's talk about the Google thing. Happy to share my scripts if they help. Yes, as promised, Sam, I will send you the template we talked a few months ago. Now it's ready finally. I would love to hear your feedback on it, and we can talk about Google, and we can see where we can take it from there. It will be a pleasure to connect again, brother. Yamir, thank you. When are you usually live? Around these times. So right now it's evening for me. It's 10 p.m. And around these times in general I go live. I don't have a schedule, to be honest. I just sometimes I'm working and I get bored by not reading the chat, so I go live, and I love to share what I'm learning and so on. So that's one way, like how I do it. So I don't have a strict schedule or schedule in general. So what you should do is enable the notifications, and you'll get notified when I go live. Yamir, I'd love to learn more since I'm technically on my own. You said you've got few more months before finishing this project, yet at my job I am new at VR Archviz and I'm expected to deliver an app for Meta. That's how we always face it in clients, but I think Yamir, don't be discouraged, because you can definitely figure it out. You will find all the knowledge you want on some other channels and online in general. And when you are faced with pressure by your boss or your client, that's usually the best learning environment, because instead of spending few months, you can literally solve it in few days to a couple of weeks max. So you can definitely create a project, package it, test it in almost no time if you are determined and if the deadline is close. So the quest that people can install and see their rooms in, so that they could model any room in SketchUp and with the app to get whole interaction system. Interesting. So what you're working on, if I understood correctly, is like some sort of application where you import data from SketchUp to your VR headset after you package it, yes? Man, I hope we get to have that Ready Player One stuff for Archviz soon. Indeed, we will. We will, 100%. It's about, I think one of future update I have in my mind is to have like ability to import data at runtime. And yes, combine this with VR. That's Ready Player One, 0.5. Blindify, one quick one. I didn't find the shortcut to migrate. It's annoying to look to different places if it's the folder or an asset. I don't think there is a shortcut for that. It's always a right click and then asset actions and then migrate. So there is no shortcut for this if I am correct. Now, we can check if we can set a shortcut for that. So if you go to editor preferences and search for migrate, there is no ability to set a shortcut for that, unfortunately. So if we go to keyboard, simply actually if you search here, like, let's just double check, yeah. So if you go type migrate, you will not find any. So no shortcut for migrate. Yamir, yes, correct. Good luck, man. You got it. The hardest part right now for me is to convert the PNGs from SketchUp to Unreal Engine, PPR, since we are not using Quixel Bridge, but have to find a way to make it our own. So I tried with Python, but it's 50-50. Interesting. Well, I think what you need, Yamir, I'm not sure, but you just create a nice master material and you create a material instance of that, and then you can set the PNGs as a texture. Or no, you are doing something else. I'm not sure if I understood you correctly. Okay, guys, one thing I wanted to do is to show you a little trick. So if you are placing your lights in the project like this, okay, you may need to stop immediately because that will take you so much time. If you're placing your lights manually, as I'm doing here, so you would go to add to the project lights, spotlight, and move it like this. And then you would go to the top view, go to wireframe, and then make sure it's here, and then go to the left view and make sure it's here, right? And then go to the tab again and click Alt and click to duplicate. Now, if you like wasting your time, be my guest. Do this. Place your lights manually like we are doing here. But if you are like me, you don't want to waste your time and you're always looking for the most efficient methods, what you can do is the following. So select your lights or your spotlights or your spotlight mesh holders. So right now we have 167 lights in this scene, and imagine if I do this 167 times. Placing the light manually is just too much work. So select all the lights, the meshes in this scenario, and if you don't see the gizmo, in this case we see the gizmo, but let's say the gizmo is not here. So select any of the lights, hold Ctrl, click, we will see the gizmo. Hold Alt and click and move them slightly below the lights. So now we have two duplicates of our spotlights. Okay? Okay. Now, these spotlights, they are still selected, okay? For some reason here it's saying you have one selected, but they are all selected, which is fine. So here's what I would do if you want to be more careful. Now, I didn't test this before, so let's test it together. I'm going to create a new subfolder, and I'm going to call it test this together. Anyway. Right click and make this a current folder, and I hope it works. So let's select all these lights and notice how I did this. Nah, that's stupid. Pressing shift and selecting all your lights like this when you have a data.math file or a folder, that's time wasted. Right click and find select immediate children or Ctrl Alt D, and that will select all the lights for you. Now deselect the data.math file and hold Alt and click and that should duplicate the lights for you. So unfortunately, this did not copy everything to our current folder here. I was hoping it would copy it, but no, it did not happen. So that's fine. While your lights are still selected, right click and go to edit, I think, no. Where it was? Yeah, here. Replace selected actors with, and you can find lights, primitives, whatever, or recently selected things. So if I want to replace them all with chairs, no problem. I can do that. But chairs is not what I want. What I want to do is to replace these nice little chairs with spotlight. So you select the spotlight and we're done. We placed lights now across our project with few clicks. Easy peasy. Now, what I want to do next is to right click and move this to the folder we just created together. So we called it something like let's test this together. And here now, the reason I would move this to a folder is because I want to have the ability to select these at once. Like right click and then go to select and all descendants. And for now, for performance reasons, what I'm going to do is to set the intensity to 0. And later I am going to create a blueprint for each room where I can turn on and off the lights. Now, here again comes in handy our good blueprint rename. So right now everything here, it says spotlight, hallway, and unit A, and that's because I named my meshes before I export them. So here unit E, unit F, unit chicken nugget, whatever, and the duplication will take the name of the duplicated object. So here these start with SM, static mesh, and we both know, me and you, we both know that this light here is a spotlight, it's not a static mesh. So right click and select all descendants and right click, since we have the rename plugin enabled, and find the rename option. But maybe we do not find it because we have a folder selected. Let me double check. No, we're fine. So we need to go to edit, sorry. I need to remind myself with the shortcut is Ctrl-Shift-R, click, and let's just remove the first 3 characters. And that's, yeah, 3 characters, and click on apply. And now we're done. Easy peasy. My lights are organized and life is good. Okay, let me go back to chat. So right now, by the way, if I want to enable the lights within this apartment, I would select like so, and I would enable lights in this apartment only. Ideally, what I would also do, so if you are working with my team, you want to select these lights and you want to place these lights in their own new folder, which is unit E. So spotlights, unit E. And we would do the same for unit A. I would create these now real quick together so we can place them. But you get the idea. So we also have the hallway. So let's create one and let's call it hallway, and so on. So hallway, click, click, click and drag, and done. A, click, click, right click this time, find move to, and click on unit A, and we're done, and so on. So it's always a good practice to keep everything in an all folder, keep things named as they should be, and do it as we are cooking. As you know, they say like clean as you cook. Okay, so let me read the chat together and let's continue working as we go. Yamir, so going back to the topic, you said you're using Python to help you with the import-export process. So, by the way, you're using SketchUp, Yamir. Did you try using data math in your scenario? So, or that would not work because you can use DataMath exporter with SketchUp to help you export your meshes and their materials. And if I'm not mistaken, SketchUp is also supported. Or no, that would not solve your problem. Here, get the plugins, SketchUp Brew. So you have PNG of a wood, for example, and Unreal, you get the base color, AO roughness, metallic, and normal, so you can give it realistic tool, all from the same image. Ah, I got that. So like you're creating an image generator or texture generator. Nice, man. And from Sam, look up a free tool called Materialize. Yes, I was trying to remember. So Materialize is an amazing tool from Bounding Box software. I wonder also if this would help you or anyone in the chat. You can download it and you would give it an image and it would give you beautiful material. Thank you for the input, Sam. Yes, Yamir, I highly recommend looking into Materialize. DS Hero, my pleasure. I'm glad you like the trick. I have many tips like this. Sir, you can select all the lights by pressing Ctrl-Shift-A. Yes, select all similar actors. Thank you for the tip, DS Hero. Yes, we can use DataMath to import all the models from SketchUp, but the materials will look low quality. You're correct. Yes, I understood what you're doing now, Yamir, and I highly, highly recommend using Materialize. Yeah, these are some of the bugs with DataMath. It gives empty actors, and I think the empty actors are not empty as much as they are groups, if I'm not mistaken. So when you have objects that are grouped together, they will be nested under an empty actor. So the actor will act as their wrapper. So here is an example. Here, this is an actor or DataMath scene actor. It's empty, but under it, we have this nested. Unless you're talking about something else, then welcome to the life of Unreal. 3DV, it's good to see you, man. Good evening. How are you doing? Thank you for joining the stream, brother. So that's interesting. I'm just looking here on the side. YouTube used to tell like how many likes there is on the stream, but now it doesn't. So less information to worry about. However, if you're watching and you still didn't hit like, if you want to support us reach more people, I would really appreciate it if you hit on that nice like button. The things YouTubers have to say, man. I'm sure you relate, 3DV. Okay, so what I was doing? I was doing the following. One thing I wanted to do is to improve something in the kitchen here. So let's quickly go back and let's hide these. So the spotlights, let's hide them for now. Sorry. Let's file, import. Well, before I import anything, let me quickly check the quality of the file we want to import. Lots of weird nesting, yes. Some of them have static meshes as children and some of them have more empty actors. Correct. That is correct. Is there a way to quickly remove them, or do you have to remove an empty actor manually if you get hundreds of them? Now, if you are talking about empty actor like this, okay, so here you can make this object empty. You can write the Python code with ChatGPT. So let me delete empty folders, empty static meshes. I wrote this like 2 years ago, 1 year ago, 2024. Yeah, 1 year ago. And I wrote one before it, even 1 year before. And right now we have only one empty actor like this. So this one is empty, and sometimes you may have more like so, right? What you want to do is to enable Python scripts, and it's enabled by default. Then you want to go to tools, but I highly recommend doing this on a test project first before you do it on your actual project, okay? Very important, because you don't want to delete your project by mistake. Been there, done that. And that's why I always use something like Divergent or Perforce to have backups of my projects, okay? Very important. So now, let's, vibe coding can fuck things up, so you need to be careful. Anyway, tools, if I'm not mistaken, execute Python script, and let's select that little script I have from the past, delete empty static meshes or delete null. We can test both. And it deleted them, but to confirm you can go to the output log, and here it deleted 4 null static meshes. So that's one way you can try to write a Python code Yamir, to help you with that. Now, something else you can do. So in my Unreal projects, when I'm done with data-math scene files, I will not re-import data again. You can select all similar actors. If you go to actor here, so select a specific actor like this here, data-math scene actor, and we have this Ctrl-Shift-A as DS mentioned. It's one of my most used shortcuts. So for some reason we cannot see it. Select here, select all, and based on your selection. So this will always select similar actors, Ctrl-Shift-A. So if I have a light selected, it will select all spotlights in my scene. And if you have a data-math scene selected, it will select all data-math files. So if you have an actor and you press Ctrl-Shift-A, it will also select all the actors for you, and make sure it selected just the actors, not the actual static meshes. And once you select the actors, you can press on delete and you're done. It will delete the actors. So this is bedroom now, okay? And this is here, the bedroom before. It had multiple actors, as you can see. So I hope these tips help you, Yamir. Danny LMN, it's a pleasure to have you. Great job. My coworkers are salvating, like watching this. This is a new word for me. Let me quickly translate. Cheers, man. It's a funny word. Koala Gamer, how are you doing? Hey, Justine. Good evening to you, man. It's in Philippines. Where you at now? You're grinding a project. Your time is 3 a.m. Wow. In Arabic, we say يعطيك العافية. It's like may God gives you health and power. So good luck to you, my man. You got it. 3DV brother, you're picking up where we left off. Took a short pause due to family matters. My head is spinning, but now I'm totally thrilled. I'm sorry, man. I hope things are good now. I hope your family is good. I hope everything is good and as you want it. And welcome back. I'm glad you are thrilled. I can sense your excitement. So that's good. And thank you so much for helping people on our group. I really appreciate your answers. ChatGPT wrote me a code to remove an empty boxes and it removed half of my world along with the lights. Yes. Fucking ChatGPT, man. It can destroy things up. That's why I highly recommend before testing ChatGPT vibe code or whatever things, like submit everything to a repository, online repository, where you can, if things go bad, you can click and you can undo to this comment or revert to this comment and so on. So Divergent is my favorite tool. It's free and it's super easy to use. There is a video on the channel, you can learn about it. If you want to go super more advanced, you can use Perforce. And Sam, you remember my days with Perforce, man. After our project 3 years ago, we got another project, and that one was also on Perforce. So it was much more complicated, and I like spent a whole month studying Perforce because I cannot fuck anything up. But I'm grateful for Divergent. It's so much easier. You could build an editor utility that just loops through all actors of class static. That's such a smart idea, man. That's actually good. Thank you, Sam. So Yamir, I highly recommend at what Sam said here, where you can build an editor utility that loop through all actors of class, static mesh, or whatever it is, to destroy it if it's not valid. That's a smart one. Koala, which graphic settings are you using in Unreal? I think I am on Epic or the max. I'm not sure. The highest, if possible, always. And the GPU is 4090. Sir, I applied in your contact section and added my question, so I'm waiting to your response. Thank you, DS. The team will get back to you soon.
You need to unlock your iPad first.
Did you Siri, who called you, bro? Yeah, the team will get back to you soon, brother. Perforce is still making my life hard. Man, it's hard. It's like fucking Windows 95. Is Divergent better than Git? I was thinking of syncing my Unreal Engine projects from work so I could work at home too. So far, Perforce, I heard you need to host a server. Yes, like it is Git in a nutshell, but it's just they have done so many things for you. They host a server for you and all that, and they give you 100 gigabytes for free. So if you are a beginner, it's like the perfect tool. I should actually reach out to them because I keep talking about it. Maybe they can give me a referral code or whatever. They make things much easier for you, Yamir, and it's the perfect solution for you if you want to use Git. Basically, this is Git in a nutshell. It's more complicated than this. So here, if we go to the branch, you can collaborate with people and so on. But right now, because it's just me, you can see it's just me here. And I always work on the main branch like a noob. But when you're working on a team, they will tell you don't work on the main branch. Using it for my current project and it's so unnecessary and complicated. Perforce. Yep, and Git. What is Divergent? Can you tell? It's a source control software, Koala. So if you're familiar with Perforce or source control in general, so here in Unreal Engine in the corner we have revision control. I don't have Perforce plugin installed on Unreal Engine, but there is also a plugin. And it allows you to sync your project to the cloud and to collaborate with team members without overriding each other files, which is very important. So here I have no changes, no Git, but when you are working on high-stake projects that are dangerous to fuck up, like video games or enterprise projects and so on, you want to have a safety net. Like one of the reasons you like, or the things you want to have is a safety net. And pair force allows you, or diversion allows you to have a safety net, because if you save something over a specific file, you can go back in history and restore your original file, and you can have multiple versions of the file, even though if you've saved the file, like here for example, you can let me show you an example if I can. Let's say this content here, if I click here, you can see anyway, like this, every file you save, you will have multiple versions of it, and you can go back in time as long as you have space. So let me see, I'm almost out of space. You can go back in history to revert. So let's say for any reason I want to go back to version 0.8. I can click and I can revert to this comment completely, or I can revert some files specifically to this version, and so on. So every time I update something, every time I remove something, every time I fix a bug and so on, I submit my changes and I write small comment like this to keep track of what I'm doing and to always have a backup. And I also use diversion with my team when we have a project to allow for easy collaboration, and as I said, to not override each other files. So that's the two main reasons. And what else? Yeah, I think that's it. I wanted to say something, but I think I forgot what I wanted to say. But yeah, we can take it from there. And the nice thing about diversion is like free and very easy to start with. Yeah, man, the more you know. Hell yeah. Yes, even for personal projects, that's what I'm doing here. Like this, no one else is developing this AEC interactive stuff but me, but I use it. Like I use it also on my personal projects, because if anything happens to this computer, I don't care. I always have my files on the cloud. And yeah, I wanted to say, like in the past, I used to use Dropbox and whatnot to work with my clients and my teams, but that's like rookie mistake, because you want to have like a graph view of your changes and progress, so you can have the ability to go back in time and revert any changes. So you would say like, okay, I would use Dropbox to collaborate with others. No, you cannot, you should not, because you need revision control and version control to collaborate with others and to make sure you don't override each other files. So that's something to keep in mind. Thank you for the input, Sam. The moment I step away from GBT, I learn about cooler apps, lol. It's what happens when you lose GBT as your browsing tool. Be careful from GBT in general and others, from hallucinations or from enforcing what we are just thinking about, because if anything, they are really good about that. They are good in enforcing our ideas. So this apartment, what is its name? It was F, yes, or what? And use all, Yamir, use GBT, use Gemini, use Cloud, use your boy Grook, all these guys, not just GBT. So this, by the way, I must change the names, because this is here unit E. Yeah, this is unit E. So let me add here, this is unit E. Now, I'm going to select this, and I'm going to select my data of myth actors, delete them. That's okay. Yeah, that's okay. And that's why, as you can see here, naming the assets is really important, because if I want to select the bed only, I would see the bed, static mesh, bed, the name of the bed, and so on. So that's good. Okay. So now, this is E, and what about this? This is unit F. So let's make bedroom unit F, and let me press Ctrl and click. Well, this here is not in the bedroom. This should be in the living room. One. And now, yeah, look at me. I'm duplicating these meshes and I forgot to import the oven. So let me quickly duplicate these and place them for now here. So let me show you another cool trick. When you do something like this, you can set your own custom shortcut to isolate selection like so. Then press Ctrl Alt to select everything like so. So let's just do that again. And right click or click and drag to place these in their own folder. Now I'm going to ignore this for now, because I want to import the Mr. Mr. Sink and Mr. Faucet, the water mixer, faucet. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it's okay. So let's take a look. Beautiful, beautiful. It's correctly named. Ideally, I would set the pivot here, because when we want to rotate it for any reason, it will be better to rotate from here. So let's go to the tab and let's snap the pivot here and let's do a rotation test. Beautiful, look at this. All right, now let's save this. So this is number one, the water mixer. Shut up Siri, I don't want to sleep now. Let's open the sink. And let's take a look. Looking good, looking good. Thanks, I definitely tried this. I lost some of my works while my PC crashed. Yes, you will never worry about PC crash, electricity crash, water on the PC, all that stuff if you use version control Koala. So version control is extremely important, especially if you hate redoing your work all over again because the PC crash, the cloud crash, whatever crash. So you would feel you can sleep good at night knowing that your files are fine. So here we have something about the smoothing, so let's quickly fix that. Or interesting actually. What is this? Let's take a look. Good luck, Koala. It's Unreal Archive Half Feature Scope. Yes. Hey, Tyler. Good afternoon. Good evening. Design with TP. Tyler again. Welcome, man. Welcome. It's good to see you. It's going great, man. Long time no see. It's lovely to see you, man. You have many fans here. One of them is Sam. So, hey, it's lovely to see you. How have you been? Last time we spoke, you was working on a project. I hope you finished it and life now is easier and it's good. So here I have, yeah, okay. Oh shit. Bruh. What was this? Okay, we fix it now. Sheesh. Yeah, I can spend forever optimizing and doing things and whatnot, but I don't want that. So this is also looking good. Let me check the name of the mesh. So we have the base and we have these two elements. Let's simply attach everything into one mesh because I don't need them to be separated. That's fine. Let's save. Awesome, man. I have been so busy the past 3 months. Yes, I think it's been like 3 months since we spoke. You popped on the stream. I have been nearly full-time doing real-world architecture projects. Lots of homes came at once. Congrats, man. I hope you finished about now. And my tutorial series is coming back live in January. Nice. Nice. I absolutely look forward to that. Here, also Sam is looking forward to that. You know, when I started learning World Creator in the past and building real-world landscapes and projects, I learned so much from your channel. And I got in the past, like I'm talking now, perhaps 2019, 2020, I can't really remember, but I got called for a massive project and they wanted my help in designing massive landscapes. And I learned a lot from your channel, so thank you. Keep making beautiful lessons. Me and the community are very grateful, man. And you are the GOAT when it comes to world creation. So I absolutely look forward to what you will teach us next, man. I need to renew my license of Word Creator. The last version I was using is 2.4. I almost never used Word Creator 3. Maybe it's time soon. Ah, I disabled the smooth because I'm a chicken nugget. Okay, let's save it now. Lots of Word Creator in 2026, Revit, Twinmotion, and coming ASAP. Hell yeah, man. Nice. And launching a Speed 310 course sometime in the spring. Good luck. You got this. These are so many softwares. I can barely do just one course. I've been working only on one course for the past 14 months. Good things, man. Good luck. You actually convinced me to go with Word Creator over like Gaia or anything else. Yeah, Sam, he's the GOAT. You explain Word Creator really easy, and also Word Creator is really good. Such a beautiful tool. Now, I tested Gaia, I think it's great, it's nice, but I don't know. Word Creator, it clicked for me. I will tell this to my artist, Tyler. I have an amazing artist who's helping me in the architecture and in the furniture. And I'm really happy with her work. And now I have these placeholder materials and she's helping me with creating variants. So I have like 2 sinks, 2 faucets, and so on. Because in my Unreal Engine template, you have the ability to customize objects. So that's why we're making 2 or 3 of each. So right now she's also making me 2 sofas, 2 more armchairs, and so on. And later I will bring my my blueprint from AEC Interactive Systems Configurator. For example, the configurator of the meshes. Place it here, select the meshes and the mesh options and all that good stuff to switch objects. So right now what I'm doing here, Tyler, is two things. I'm creating a new portfolio item for our company at VR Division, something to show to clients, as well as creating the AEC interactive template. So I want to update the template for anyone who get it, to also get these assets and items and blueprints and to know how to use it. These are actually very recent models. We've done them in the past week and a half or so. I'm getting out of commercial CG work to go to architecture school, so I'm interested in Revit content. Lol. Nice, Sam, go for it. And this year I actually have been reading a lot about architecture. It's just beautiful. Look at this lumen. What is it? Secondary bounces. Hell yeah. This orange here. I will have questions for Revit 2 design, Tyler. I'm looking forward for your courses, man. Oh wait, all this furniture is custom? Damn Yahya. Yes, it's all custom. I'm really happy with my friends. They are amazing people helping me with the furniture. I just tell them to help me with the mood board, with the brainstorm, or we create one together, and they can model anything. And we are doing things step by step. And yeah, because Sam, I need to submit this on Fab, we must make everything on our own, or otherwise it would not work. So that's the rules of Fab when you have a product in the marketplace. And by the way, you should tell me good job. Tell me good job, sorry. But last week I wait, this is me. This is not an ad, guys, okay? This is me just doing this. But we now have a page on Fab. We have the first product ever on Fab, and I felt like this is a nice milestone. So yeah, I'm working now on update 1.1 for the template, and it will come with all the furniture and other furniture. And very excited, super excited. So my music box turned off. Let me just turn it on and add the charger, and let's get back to work. Art Visual Studios, hey! These are my friends I was telling you about. Hello, girls. How are you? Tina, Nina, what's up? Hope you're doing good. Paulo, what a wonderful day. Thank you, man. It's a pleasure. Thank you for joining. Oh, yes, that makes sense. I thought it was Polyhaven. That's really awesome. Thank you, man. Thank you, Sam. I'm very happy. And hell yeah, dude, storefront. Exactly. Exactly. Now, we were doing this, monsieur. So let's open the sync. Did I open the right? Ah, no, I need the first one, but this one is perfect. So what I want to do now is to reset this and put it on the side, and let's go to the kitchen, and I need to give it the correct name. So kitchens, this one here, we said it's not A, we said it's Mr. Kitchen number E. So this E here must update its name later, and this one here is E. So let's isolate the selection. Let's click on File, Import, Merge, and let me select my file, and that file is sync1 outputs. Select the file. Abdil 4014, good evening, brother. Would do any videos related to the setup and migration of AEC template for the case study project and example? Nice work. Thank you so much. Now, I'm not sure if you got the template or not, Abdul, but let me show you two things, my man. First, I don't know. Yeah, Sam, you saw this already. I spoke about it. But first of all, yes, I plan on making a video for the template, like full video, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, about how to use it, how to set it up. And that's one. I plan on doing that very soon. And second of all, we have a dedicated channel where I don't want to spam you guys with, like, every time I have 10, 20 videos. I don't want to upload all of them on this main channel. So we've created a new channel with the name of the template, AEC Interactive, that you can find. I linked in the description of the chat. You can find, and you can support us by subscribing if you want, where you can find all the videos. Okay? And here, this channel will be dedicated for how to use the template for our Unreal projects. Now, if this is the public stuff, there is also the Academy, but let me real quick open it here on the monitor. So all these videos are also, and others, are available here on our Academy, as well as the downloads. Sorry. As well as a dedicated community where you can upload pictures, ask questions, request features, and so on. And I do my best to keep everyone up to date. So I get some error warnings and I try to debug. So now I'm waiting for a question. And here, pinpointing the issue was collision. So yeah, we have a community, and we have a YouTube channel, and we have the Academy, and we have now Fab as well. And we will have more as we go. One of them is more and more videos. And for me, what's really important is the ability to create a beautiful demo project with all the furniture and all the assets and everything that you will need to understand the power of Unreal Engine, the power of the template, as well as to have a project that you can use its elements in your projects as well to help you produce things faster. So if anything, I would be excited about the future. And that's exactly what I am. So let's place this here. Let's select the kitchen base. And this. And let's add a poly modifier. And -10. Okay, this is fine. So we said 8, 8, and I'm trying to focus as much as possible. What's really tricky sometimes when you have too many ideas and too many things you want to do, and you do all of them at the same time. And what I learned in the past few years, that's not good. Ideally, when possible and if possible, we should do one project at a time, finish it and move on to the next and move on to the next, and so on. Unfortunately, I learned this the hard way, but it's better to learn it than to never learn it. And by hard way, I mean I tried to do too many things at the same time, but I ended up repeating what I've done or burning out and deleting so many things and redoing. It sucks. So focus is a blessing. And I'm kind of surprised by myself how, oh shit, what are you doing here, bro? Bruh. You chicken nugget. What? So let me get this straight. We've imported a mesh and it kind of messed things up. So here's what I would do in this scenario. I would save a new file just in case. That's one. And number two, let's try that again. Import, merge. Ah, wait, I imported the sync. Maybe that's why. So let's import now a mixer. And let's see. So I'm gonna select, click OK. Use scene material. All right. Let's bring that here. Maybe this is too large for what I want, or no, it's fine. Should be fine, looking fine. Nice, new subscriber for the new channel. Hey, thank you. Looking forward to get the template in a bit. Thank you. Thank you too, Abdil. Thank you for your support, and I hope you will enjoy the template in your projects and it will help you make interactive projects fast. That's the whole goal. And for anyone who is interested in getting the template, guys, there is an exclusive offer on the Academy that will end in 4 days, 5 days, where you can get it for $100 less than the price on Fab, because once this offer ends, the price here will match the price on Fab. So just so you know, if you're interested and you want to save some money and you want to support the development of this template, because we are not done yet, you can get it now on the Academy. I love this mixer. It's looking nice. Now what I'm going to do is to add them here. Now this oven here is a placeholder, so let's give it the proper name. So PH for placeholder, that's the code I use. Now part of me, I also feel that this is better and we are still fine. What about this? Okay, this is fine as well. Okay, so let's update the names of the kitchens. So this is A, if I'm not mistaken, and here this is A. Good. So this is F, it should be A. This here is B, so this here should be also B. Because this is, let's call it old, and this here is B, because I want to create duplicates of the asset here. So A, B, and C. Let's rename it. This is D. A, B, C, D. Are you sure, Yahya? Yes. This is E. I feel I messed up something. A, B, C. Yeah, no, I'm good. And this here will be F. Alright. Now, let's duplicate this. Instance. And let's select the last kitchen and click. I may need to update the names of the meshes later, but that's okay because I try to do my best to keep things as easy as much as possible to understand. So here I have how much space as well because I'd like to stay consistent. Like 4 centimeters, almost 4. So let's just keep that in mind. Let's go here, select these, center it. Sorry. And let's center it here. And let's push it on the y-axis, like so. And that's nice. So that's the beauty of making instances, because I thought I'm going to do the same here, but I remembered, oh wait, this is an instance. So we've already done that. Beautiful. Now let's create another instance of this. And let's bring it here. Now this here is not an instance because it's slightly rotated and we needed to process it a little. But I remember the rotation was minus 17. In such scenario, because I actually forgot how much rotation, sometimes I have the memory of a fish. So we can align normal to normal. And we can assign this here. And I can move on the local axis. And let's say 4. Not bad, but wait a sec. Oh shit. Funny. Let's redo this. Okay. So when I did a line on the normal axis, how much rotation did we do? Ah, 73. So let's do that. 73. Select both and minus 73. No, not on the bro. Okay. So chat, those of you who is still here, are you still watching? I see you very calm, no one is saying anything. So I wonder, what did you have today? Did you have tea? Did you have water? Or did you have coffee? Or did you have all of them? Tell me. Right now I'm having tea. In the morning I had coffee. And a few hours ago I had Red Bull. More caffeine. And water. You know, our logo. I don't know if you've seen this. I'm sure you did. But we usually say, stay hydrated. So subscribe and stay hydrated. So the question is, are you staying hydrated? Okay, I love the energy. immediately get some responses. That's beautiful. Give me a second and I'm gonna read. Oh shit. Wait. All right. Yeah, lurking and working. Hell yeah. I think that's the goal of the streams. You guys do your thing. You work, me work, and we chill. Anytime we have something to say, we say it and we keep working. So yeah, put me on the side of the screen in the corner, and I will keep talking. I never shut up, and we will work as we go. I'm working on my art final. I had so much coffee. Hell yeah, Sam. I'm glad you're working too. Coffee, black nectar. It is indeed. Every day for me, the ritual every morning, if I don't drink Americano, one or two, I don't wake up. I stay like Zobni. And if you wonder why are you saying Zobni, not zombie, I need to remember the name of this channel. Perhaps you may need to, yeah. This is the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. I am a Zobni. It's Mommy Joe. I love this channel, it's just so funny. Sometimes I like stupid shit. And some of that stupid shit is I am a Zobni. So yeah, it's stuck now. No coffee, Zobni life. Omar, you're watching while you're having your tea. I'm having my tea too, so بصحتك حبيبي. Having tea because it's very cold here. Temp is 7 degrees. Wow. Here I think it's 9, but it's getting colder, and they say it's gonna start raining, snowing soon. For me, I'm having tea because it cools me down. I'm green tea, and it's it's good for calming down, especially green tea, less caffeine in general at evening. That's good, because if you drink more caffeine at evening, your sleep will get messed up a little. Sir, yes, sir. Coffee is hydrating, right? Yes, indeed. Omar, by the way, I have the files ready. Nice, Omar. Send me when you can, I will take a look and we will keep the conversation going, my man. Muzaffar. Who talk about cold? In Canada, it's minus 19. Jeez, wow. Yeah, that's cold indeed. Here in LA, it's 26. Man, Sam, I envy you, bro. I miss the summer, and I cannot complain because here we have Muzaffar in Canada minus 20. That's a lot. So let's keep working as we talking. And here's what I would like to do. I will make an instance of this and rotate it 17 degree, is that, or minus, yeah, like this. Now when I make an instance, because let me show you why. If you do this and you do this, it kind of sucks, it's hard. Now we could select parent, and that actually is not bad, but sometimes for some reason it does not work, but today it worked, so that's beautiful. But if it didn't work, what I would do is to have two objects like this and then rotate it and then do my thing like this. So we said earlier minus 8. Now I'm gonna select these two and I will select this here, and here we have this set to parent, the reference coordinate system, and let's set it to 8 and forget about it. Let's delete this. We want to see the setup. If you can rotate the camera and show us the setup. Man, you want me to bring shame to my family. I need to organize my room. I have notes all over the place. If you want to see the setup, sometimes it appears in the devlog DS Hero. So if you watch the devlogs, you will see the office where I work. And you can roast me as much as you want. And the camera is literally placed on a tripod, so it cannot be rotated. All right, let's duplicate this. Maybe for this very specific kitchen, we should make it smaller. Yeah, I will look into it later. Let me do this now. Let me do this and do this. I swear, man, I have notes all over my desk. And I have textbooks here and there. Well, I think that area is nice. Still needs some organization. Also, a question for anyone who's watching. Are you guys playing some video games? Did you have the time to try Arc Raiders? DS Hero, no worries, man. I'm just kidding around. All is good. All is good. It's not that bad, but you know, I have to make it slightly dramatic for the live stream. Yeah, man, exactly. The comment is fine. Don't worry about it. Trust me, if your comment is bad, I won't even reply or say anything. So you're good, brother. You're good. Yeah, Sam, you're funny, bro. Yes, you're playing Valorant and Counter-Strike. Competitive, huh? For me, I prefer to listen to Valorant music. So I have this playlist here that I call gaming music with a question mark, as you can see. And most of it, or half of it, is Valorant. Here. I love the songs they make. So yeah. Good stuff. My two favorite games for this year was the finals and Arc Raiders recently. And a game for chill, I highly recommend it actually. It's called Dwarf Romantic. This is the most chill game of all time. It's extremely chill, extremely relaxed, lovely visuals, nice music, now sound effects. If I would make a game in Unreal Engine for practice, maybe I would steal 50% of the ideas in this game. So chilly. And as you can see, I deleted Arc Raiders and the finals and some other games because during the week I want to focus on work. So I download them in the weekend. And in the week, if I have them, I will play them and I will not do any work. So as you can tell, I've created some friction to focus on work, which is fine. Hey, Sam, you play Dwarf Romantic too? Nice, man. It's like, it helped me think, man. It's like, it's really relaxed. I love it. -8. And let's do an 8 here. So I really look forward to exporting the kitchens again to Unreal to see how they look. And we're nearly there. Sorry. I need to stay hydrated with real water this time. I've been watching a lot of people stream Arc Raiders, but I don't have the device that can play it. My little laptop would explode, I think. Yes, it would. But it's actually super optimized. Arc Raiders and the finals are some of the best examples of what Unreal Engine can do. So one of the main reasons first of all, I've been waiting for Arc Raiders since the announcement they made about it 5 years ago, when they established Embark Studios, and they said they are using Unreal Engine to make their games. So I was like, wow, okay, nice. Let's see what people can do with Unreal, especially in games. And anyone who would tell you Unreal Engine isn't optimized, tell them, get out of here. It's always the developers, because Embark Studios are one of the best when it comes to utilizing the engine, and they've done really amazing job. The game is amazing, the visuals are amazing, the game loop is amazing, and so on. Now, did I make a mistake here? Maybe yes. Maybe have you tried Sam NVIDIA cloud thingy? It's nice if you have a potato PC and you don't want to invest in a gaming PC. I forgot the name of the service, but it's nice actually. NVIDIA Cloud, something for gaming. If you really want to test the game, I would recommend it. But trust me, bro, focus on work, focus on work. Now let's do this. Let's quickly snap this here. And let's do this. Nice. Maybe that's a bit too much, so let's -4. Oh, get out of here, bruh. Okay, that's good. Maybe too much. Okay. Alright. GeForce Now, yes, GeForce Now. The internet is too laggy to enjoy it. Damn it. That's okay. Wow, so it's been 2 hours since we started the stream. Let's finalize a few things together and let me call it a day. So here we have the kitchens. I will export. And let's go to desktop. Let's go to DataThmeth. And so, tip for anyone using DataThmeth or USD or JLTF or whatever, when you are doing something work in progress, just give it the name temp, because you know you might delete it later. So in my case here, I have the kitchen as a temp, some spotlights as a temp, and so on. And I would go back to Unreal. Wow, look at this. This is so cool. And here, I didn't have the kitchen before. So now I would select my file and re-import, and it would re-import the kitchen. Now, did I select the kitchen correctly or did I not? Because I don't know what happened. Let's do it again. Oh shit, yes, of course. Earlier, I removed everything that has to do with kitchens in terms of a DataThmeth files. So let's select everything and let's delete it. That's one. Because I need the DataThmeth scene actor in my level. So that's my bad. Let's place it like this and like this, and we are good. All right. I'm wasting a lot of time on gaming, and now I'm here for learning, and we are talking about games. Yeah, do like me, DS Hero. If you feel you're wasting too much time, delete the game and install it only on the weekend to reward yourself a little. And delete it again when the week starts, so you can focus on work. All right. So something I forgot here is to assign the correct UVs of my meshes. So let's do that. Let's select this and let's add UVW map. We need the box. And maybe I think I need to do it more, but for now it's okay. Let's do the same here. 100, 100, 100, and it's already assigned on the rotation. That's beautiful. Thank you, thank you. Now these are too many modifiers on top of each other, so we need to do something about that, but that's okay. So let's now click on export. Let's select our kitchen file again, and let's import our data math file again. Tan 98.2. Did I say that correct? Tan, my man. That's 3ds Max, my man. And welcome to the stream. Hey, Sam and DS Hero, thank you for the answer as well. Okay, here I have messed up UVs. So what I would do in this scenario, I would select everything that we did not unwrap, and that's literally everything. And I would deselect these three, make sure that I made the right selection, and I will assign my modifier. And that's fine. What else? What else? Yeah, that's it. So this will assign on most of the assets. I can collapse too. And this will retain my edit poly instances. Perfect, perfect. Now the scenario here is kind of different, so let's select also everything except for this. Hey Tanel, it's a pleasure to have you on the stream. I hope you're doing good, man. How is your week going so far? So let's assign the modifier. Aha. Shit. Let's see real quick together how this will be on this actor. Yeah, that sucks. So let's undo real quick together. And let's make sure there are no instances, because that's weird. Let's select these without this and this. And let's try to assign again. Okay. It is what it is. So let's assign that. And let's rotate it a little bit. So 17 degrees. Can we do that? Yes, I remember Tanel. Sometimes my memory, as I said earlier, I have a memory of a fish. Sometimes it's not. I 100% remember you. So now you're working on your level and you are downloading the new patch for the product AEC Interactive. Nice, nice. How's your progress going, Tanel? So what I'm doing here, Tanel, is also a future patch, future update, where we're gonna add lots of furniture and some improvements on the blueprints. let's add a box modifier, and this is good. Okay then, so everything is good. Let's unhide everything, and it seems that I have an object that I didn't name correctly, so let's name. Oh, okay. I also need to add the mixer to the correct group as we go, so I will keep that in mind because we need things to be organized. And I also need to fix the names here, but that's okay. We can take care of that later. So let me see. This is here. I have object something. Yeah, I definitely need to fix the names here, so that's okay. Then adding more nature. You've already created the roads. Now you are adjusting the buildings around the main building and adding more nature. Nice. Which Unreal Engine version are you using now, Tanel? And so far, I hope you're good. There are no bugs. Right, so this here, they need some UVs. So let's give it the UVs. Looks like you have a solid plan, Tanel. That's very good to hear. And it seems you are also on the right path. You've got this, my man. I'd love to see the project soon when you finish with it. You are on 5.7. Nice. One thing I dislike about development is I'm still stuck at 5.4 and I cannot go and update on newer versions because if I do so, I cannot go back to older versions. I never tested 5.6 except for a couple of times where I recorded some lessons, and I still didn't dive deep into 5.7. And maybe we should do a fun stream next week, guys, where we just explore the new features of 5.7. I'm sure it will work, brother. You get it. You have a plan and you're working toward it. So you've got this. You need to find a good site for pixel streaming. I definitely would test multiple solutions. And I always look at what's their name? What is their name? Damn, I forgot the name. Look at all available providers and ask them for a demo first before you commit with anyone. I do recommend doing that, Tanel, especially if they can provide you with the ability to test a demo. This way you know they are more established. If they don't let you to make a demo, you know they are not super established. Of course, it depends. Like, this is too generic to say, but usually like those who are established, they would allow you to have a demo to test. They would give you a link at least if you don't allow your own project, but you get it, brother. Okay, so this kitchen here, I should not see the wall directly because that sucks. So let's update the wall here. But I really love that how these turned out. They look super nice. So once we assign the chrome material and all the other materials, honestly guys, I'm really excited about the final result of the project we have here. So getting there. trying to find time between programming and between visually improving on the project. That's what it is. So let's add this first. Let's select, and ideally I would also select and detach this part. Okay, so detach this part. I have a cool grid-like block texture like that too. If you want, I can share it with you. That would be nice, man. I love grid textures. One of the things that make this grid texture special for me is that I made it entirely in Unreal Engine. This grid texture here. Of course, it's very easy. Should not trick anyone. But I don't know if you had the chance to test the texture graph in Unreal. So here I have like few tests, and here is one of them. Give it a second to compile the shaders. Okay, this one is not loading. Let's open this. Oh, there we go. So this is one with the logo, and this is one without the logo. There we go. So yeah, I made this in Unreal, and later I discovered that I can have an absolute node where I can turn the background into an alpha channel, and I made something called alpha, and later I did the following, where I can change the background color to anything I like instead of saved color. Texture graph is cool. I definitely need to spend more time on it. And Tyler, I'd love to see your grid texture as well. Even if you didn't make it in Unreal, that's completely fine. Tanel, yes, of course, but if you can send me on Facebook or on our community group, and I will check it out when I can. Why I cannot? Ah, crazy. Tyler, I wonder if you are active on LinkedIn or if you use it, so we can connect on socials. Pizza arrived. Hell yeah. Man, just reading pizza, I got hungry, so bon appetit. No worries, Tyler, thank you. If you want my grid texture too, I'd love to share it with you too. As a guesser, thank you. Why Unreal Engine? Oh, okay, yeah. It's updating. I think Unreal Engine is gonna crash. I think Unreal Engine is going to crash. I don't know if we are connected on LinkedIn, but I'm going to send my link just in case. so we can connect. And anyone else, if you're not connected yet, let's connect. Let's grow that network. All right, so this will be better. And Unreal Engine is not opening anymore, so I hope it does not crash, but if it crashes, it's fine, I guess. But what we've done good amount of work today, so that's good. Okay, now before we wrap up the stream, what I'd like to do is to name my assets and also bring these where they should belong, kitchen by kitchen. Yeah, Sam, like LinkedIn is a great place to connect for organic growth, and many of the opportunities I get usually are from LinkedIn. So that's cool. Okay, Mr. Kitchen, this is E, nice. Get out of here. This is Mr. Kitchen F. And that's good. So we know this guy is taking these and they belong in different kitchens. So this here is kitchen B, really? Nice. So if we hide it, all right. What about this guy? This is kitchen A, perfect. Then this guy. Why my music keep turning off? This one goes here. All right, so kitchen C. Pretty much every job I've landed since 2020 has been through LinkedIn. I know, right? It's amazing. All right. Staying hydrated. Later I will disconnect and make these open from inside, but for now let's just give them generic names. It will help. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to select all, then deselect any faucets and ovens because these have their own names already. Maybe I can give them another name later, but my mind starting to stop working, so gotta be careful there. And let's start with this guy, kitchen A. What are you doing here, bro? I told you to hide. Oh. Hey, Tanel, welcome back. You must share some pizza with us, man. I'm hungry now already. Cheers. Enjoy the pizza, brother. Pizza life. I wonder if Cesium work with pixel streaming. Yes, of course. When you package your project and if pixel streaming is working, then Cesium will work with no problem whatsoever. And I want to provide better support for Cesium with my template. I want to test it on a cesium landscape with like big world to see if the camera is good or we need to add some math for the rotation of the globe. We will see. Now, let's, as always, improve the names. So this is kitchen base apartment A. Such a long name. So let's just call it kitchen for now, and I can specify parts later. So this is A, this is B. I do this because it's just make my life so much easier when I want to select meshes later. C. D, E, and F. So this here I forgot the oven, but these ovens are from Revit, so we will replace them later, that's okay. So let's export the selection. Omar, take care my man, have a lovely evening, and I will see you around. Looking forward for your message, brother. Good night. Now let's select this. Let's select this. And let's select, oh shit, yeah, this guy. This guy wants to crash and wants me to go to bed to crash. So here's what we're gonna do, guys. I will continue my stuff in max or restart, but maybe this is a sign. I'm gonna stay here for, let's say, 2 minutes. If any of you have any question, I'm happy to answer the question to the best of my abilities, and then I think it should be time to end the stream because it's been 2 hours and a half, so that's enough for today. It's already 11:20 as well, so I should get some rest. I'm struggling to wake up early, and I'm not helping by staying working to 11 p.m. But when you have the energy to work, then you should just work. Dan, my man, you've been working for 10 hours straight. Exactly, yeah. That's the spirit. We never stop. But the progress you're making with your project, Dan, is incredible. So good luck, and I look forward to see the project when you've done with it. Brother, I know how to sleep 24 hours. Sleep is good, and it's essential. Hopefully I can finish up this assignment soon. You get it, Sam. You just need to set up the timers, if you use any timers, to eliminate distractions, and just go full ballistic at it. Thanks for streaming, made this guy go a lot faster. Nice. So yeah, you guys are doing it. You put me on the side, you work, and you listen to the stream. As Tyler put it, working and lurking. I love that. I love how you put it. It's funny. Yeah, I should do more of these streams because me too, like sitting here for 2 hours and a half working, full focus. That's good. That's good. I mean, sometimes I take a little break to talk to you guys, but that's okay. I'm working here. So all is good. This is why I love working at night. No one is there to disrupt me. Yes, exactly, Tom. Evenings are the best. Usually people take their time off, but if you have a deadline or if you want to really focus on something, then evenings. And that's what I've been doing for the past year. Like, I love evenings as well for work. And they are calm. I just wish we had unlimited energy. Like, why sleep when you can work? Diaz Hero, thank you, man. Have a lovely day. And keep practicing, keep working, keep showing your work. And we will get back to you soon. Tyler, thank you so much for dropping by, man. It's always a pleasure. You too, Sam. Good luck with the assignment. Tanel, good luck with the project. Everyone who is listening today, thank you. I will see you around for sure. And for everyone watching in the future, if you made it so far, wow. So I will see you guys around. And as always, have a lovely evening, a lovely day. Stay hydrated, keep water, coffee, tea, they are all good. And take good care of yourself. So thank you so much for watching today. Keep creating, and I will see you around. Bye bye. See you soon, Sam. Take care, guys. Thank you so much. Tyler, Diaz Hero. See you, and good luck with your work.